Hello everybody, my name is Leo and with this video we share a direct comparison between the Mooer GE200 and the Ampero One. First of all, we will hear the two units in action with a double demo song, with the first part more rock oriented and the second one more jazzy. Then we will compare the features and technical characteristics of the two units with a very detailed comparison chart. Then we will hear more sounds, also comparing the two units with real tube amps. And finally, I will give you my 2 cents. So I hope you enjoy it and please subscribe and hit the bell. It's gonna help me to make more videos like this. Let's start with the demo song. Hello once more, my name is Leo and this video follows the other video comparisons of amp modeling pedal boards that I did, like for instance about the GE250 versus the HX Stomp and the Boss GT1000 versus the Line 6 Helix. You can find the links to these comparison videos in the description below if you want to check them out. Furthermore, if you have seen this video, you can skip this section and jump at the comparison chart at this time here. I hope that this video could be useful if you don't know which of the two units to buy, and it is also a perfect moment to do it, I think, as the Ampero One has been just released since few days and the GE200 has received a pretty important firmware update, allowing it to load amp profiles from the Mooer Studio Cloud. I've done a video about it that you can find the card above or in the description below. Let me say that both the pedalboards are good options, but maybe one of them has that extra feature that better suits your needs. So, the arguments we will discuss together are: in the demo song we have already heard the two units in action, then with the help of a comparison chart that I have done, we will discuss the technical differences between the two pedalboards in terms, for instance, of in, out, sampling frequency and so on and so forth. So I mean all the technical stuff where maybe there is that extra feature hidden that is indispensable for you. Then we will better listen to the sound differences of the two units that you may have already heard in the demo song. You know, it would be impossible to check all the amp models one against the other, so I prefer to choose a Fender Deluxe Reverb for the clean sound and a Marshall Plexi for the overdriven ones. We will also compare the units with real tube amps and using the same settings so you can judge by your own which is better. Finally, as usual, I will give you my 2 cents. So let's now share the comparison chart. We will now check the differences between the two units among the following parameters: number of amps, cabs and microphones built in, number of presets available, number of effects, MIDI possibilities, audio in and out, number of foot switches and expression pedals, screen size and type, looper capabilities, ADA conversion, possibility to use third-party IRs, special features, current power, dimension, weight and price. First of all, we have 55 amps plus 10 user slots and 26 cabs and 10 mix in the G200 with 64 amps with no empty slots with 60 cabs and 10 mix built-in the Ampero One. Here I would give a thumbs up to the Mooer GE 200 even if it has less cabs for two reasons. The first one is that the sum of built-in amps in the G200 plus the user slot is bigger than the number of built-in amps in the Ampero One, and the second and more important reason is that with the G200 and the GE Labs app you can profile your amp and import it in the empty slots of the G200, and this is a pretty cool feature. I've done a video about it that you can find in the card above or in the description below. Furthermore, the G200 has 200 presets while the Ampero One has 198 presets. As regards effects, the GE200 has 152 effects in 9 blocks with a flexible signal chain and with the trail functions both for reverb and delay. On the other hand, the Ampero One has 242 effects and offers 9 flexible blocks with trails for reverb and delay like the G200. Therefore, I would give a thumbs up to the Ampero One as it offers more effects. As regards MIDI, I would give a thumb down to both the unit as they both lack MIDI ports, and this would be very helpful for compensating the low number of foot switches that both the unit offers. They offer the same in and out, and I will give to both of them a thumbs down as they lack balanced output and the possibility to have external effect in and out, so they lack the possibility to connect them with your amp with the 4 cable method. They both have 3 foot switches and an expression pedal plus an expression pedal input, so they are on pair. The screen of the Ampero is bigger and touch sensitive, so I would give a thumbs up to the Ampero One. The GE200 offers a 52 seconds loopers while the Ampero One offers a 50 second stereo looper. As regards ADA conversions and USB capabilities, I would say that they are on pair, and both offers only 44.1 kHz conversion rate, and this is quite annoying for me as I typically record at 48 kHz. They both offers the possibility to load third-party IRs, but the G200 can manage IRs with 512 sample points while the Ampero One at 1024 sample points, so the Ampero One is a little bit better. As regards special features, I would mention the possibility to load the profiles made with the GE Labs app from the Mooer Studio website, video about it in the card above or description below, while the Ampero One converts the 9V DC input at 18V for better dynamic management. Actually, the possibility to load profiles is really cool, and this is a killer feature, so I would give a thumbs up to the GE200. Both the units runs at 9V, but the G200 requires 600 mA while the Ampero One requires 500 mA, therefore I will give a thumbs up to the Ampero One. As regards weight and dimension, the Ampero One is a little bit smaller and lighter, and finally the price is lower for the G200 by a tiny bit. Actually, at the moment of this video, I was not able to find the price of the Ampero One in the American shops, so please, if you know it, let's write it in a comment below. So finally, let's count the green and red thumbs. We have 6 green thumbs with 8 reds for the G200 and 6 greens for the Ampero One with 8 reds, so they are on pair. Here Obviously, algebraically they are on pair, but you might prefer some specific functionality of each unit over the other according to your needs. For instance, for me, the possibility to load profiles is really a killer feature of the GE200, or you may prefer the 19 volts conversion of the Ampero that would give you more dynamic management. But if you just algebraically sum the red and green terms, they are on pair. Now, final considerations here. This is gonna be my personal opinion for my specific use cases, and of course you may not agree with me, and this is totally fine. First of all, let me say that both these units are not exactly the units I would get. I mean, I prefer something like the G250 or the normal Ampero for their MIDI input, higher number of foot switches, balanced output and so on. But if I had to choose, well, I would go with the GE200, just for one simple reason: the possibility to profile your amp with the GE Labs app and to load it in the GE200, or to load profiles done by other guitarists, downloading them from the Mooer Studio Cloud. I did a video about it, and it's a pretty cool feature. This is obviously totally subjective, and I would like to know your opinions and which of the two units you would choose in your use case, and also if the sound differences that you can check out in the demo song or in the more sound section of this video are a key deciding factor for you. So let me know in the comment below. These were my final 2 cents. We have now reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and leave a thumbs up. It would be of a great help. If you're interested in my music, you can check out a playlist of songs of mine in the description below. See you in the next video. Bye bye.